As humans, we're always striving to be creative by inventing things.
Shrug.
Today's lifestyle would be impossible to imagine without the creative minds we had throughout history. But for every success story, there's an endless sea of failed inventions. And I'm gonna try to fish out the most interesting and extreme ones for ya. These are glowing car tires. They were made by Goodyear in the 1960s and featured many different colors. Even though the tires looked like they were radioactive or something, they were actually made out of neothane, a type of translucent synthetic rubber. Essentially, they would put dashboard light bulbs inside the tires to give them the glowing effect. And although they looked pretty cool, they have been a major safety hazard. Besides being too expensive for production, the neothane would slide on the road in rainy conditions, and it would even melt under heavy braking. Now, I'm sure I can make a joke about glowing tires, but I don't think they would get any traction. Everyone knows smoking's bad for you, but in the 1950s, it was seen as something, well, glamorous. Advertisers would even promote smoking cigarettes as being beneficial for one's health. So let's say you're a cigarette enjoyer in the 1950s, and you would like to smoke more cigarettes at once without looking completely ridiculous. Introducing the chain smoker. Why waste time smoking each cigarette individually if you can smoke an entire pack at once? Surprisingly, we don't know much about this invention and whether it was just a prop or actually produced for sale. Regardless, the chain smoker ended up in the ashtray. Also, I want to give a big shout out to every single one of you who managed to or are trying to stop smoking. Keep it up. You know how your parents always tell you to go out and touch some grass? You know, get some fresh air? Well, that concept was revolutionized by the one and only baby cage. Get your toddler some of that fresh city center smog of the 1930s in this birdcage of a contraption.
What's that, brother?
It may also help your child get rid of their fear of heights by introducing them to psychological trauma. Order now and you'll get this Darwin Award for thinking outside of the box. I mean cage. This invention obviously didn't catch on due to extreme safety concerns, but it just shows what happens when people take a simple concept like getting some fresh air to the extreme. When it comes to shaving in the 19th century, it was very popular for people to visit their barber for a clean shave. Since the barber could only shave one customer at a time, the multi-shaving device was introduced. The main problem with this invention was that every person's face shape is different, so the results of using it would often be an uneven shave or even serious cuts. The multi-shaving device was actually brought back for a 1960s television series, and you can just see the pure joy on the people's faces. Before the invention of the radar, people used acoustic mirrors to detect incoming aircraft. It's a passive device that collects and amplifies sound waves by bouncing them and focusing them on a narrower point. To achieve this effect, they were designed in a parabolic shape made out of sound-hard materials. Besides the huge wall-like constructions, there were also smaller versions made for people, and they look absolutely amazing. Those are basically binoculars for your ears, and I really wish I had one.
Hey, are you even listening?
Of course, Teach. I'm all ears. I'm gonna go get some fresh air. Thank you so much for watching and subscribe for more educational content.